episode 7 of the Puck and Dragon podcast. So we're here tonight, we've got our number 9, Will Harper.
Right.
Welcome, Will. And our favourite water boy, kit man, Reece Stout.
How do?
Best kit man in the league. Cheers, mate.
There we are. So we'll start with some introductions, I think.
First of all, just want to say thank you for having us tonight.
It's a pleasure, boys.
I think there's only one way to celebrate being on the podcast, isn't there?
Go on then.
Cheers, mate.
Take it spilling it down yourself wasn't part of the...
Oh. How have you done that? Oh.
Lovely.
Oh, Jesus.
Cheers,
Well,
guys.
that's one way to start.
Up the Dragons.
Okay, so we'll start with some introductions. So Will, new to the team this season.
Yeah.
Obviously previously of Widnes, like I said before. You were the player that you loved to hate last season, but different story this season, now you're playing for us. But where did you start? Tell us a bit about yourself.
So I started, of all things, figure skating in Sheffield, back with my mum when I was about 7 years old. And then you see people coming in hockey kit and things like that, and it's like, you want to do that as an 8-year-old there. You see the Steelers play and things like that. So I ended up doing that, playing at Sheffield Academy all the way through until I was about 18. And then I left for a couple of years, came back, played for the Sims for about half a season, then joined Widnes for a couple of seasons. That was good. And then obviously Mikey gave me a ring, and it's sort of gone from there. It's been good so far.
Yeah, and fond memories of Widnes?
Yeah, it's they're really good guys there, you know. So it was hard leaving. Like, you become a bit of a family. It was nice. All the lads get along over there, and it was a laugh. Season didn't go how we wanted it to last time, so I felt it was time for a change. They were in a bit of a rebuild situation. I wanted to be competing at the top of the league, playing with some really great players on this team, so it's definitely a privilege being here.
Yeah, and we definitely we went to the away game and we met probably your number 1 fan from Widnes. I think he spent the entire game chirping you, shouting at you, telling you how much he hated you.
Yeah, I get it a lot, but I enjoy it. It's part of the game. If you know what I mean, if I'm the one the fans want to hate and make a joke about, I don't mind it.
They're on about me, what's one of the fans.
Yeah, Reece is the worst one. But yeah, it's all good. Like, it motivates me to play harder. You know, I'll give it as good as I take it. So if like fans are giving me jip back, like, that's fine. And if players give me a lot of stick as well, but it's all a laugh. I enjoy it. Yeah, it's the sort of game I play. So I've always played like that. Always played on the edge of it, got in people's faces, things like that.
And return to Widnes this weekend as well. Coming to us.
Yeah, I like playing Widnes. So it's like when I play Sheffield as well. I've got a bit of a point to prove. You know what I mean? Like, I think if you move teams, especially like a local derby rival like Widnes, I don't think you want to go out there and well, you don't want to go out there and lose, obviously, but you don't want to go out there and not perform. You want to prove a point that you made the right choice. But no, it's always a good game against Widnes. I enjoyed playing at Widnes. I enjoyed playing there. I think it suits my game a lot. With the small rink, it's very intense. You get a lot of drama, a lot of action, a lot of hits. But no, they're a good side. They've added a few good players. So I think it'll be a good game on Saturday.
Brilliant. And Reece, let's talk about you a little bit. One big question: what drove you to want to be a kit man?
Don't know, I'm still trying to work that out myself.
Love of the game.
Yeah.
Just love the game.
I've always been a fan of the Dragons since I was a kid. Come down, do the public ice skate and then go watch the boys. But I have the pleasure of working with Sean. He just presented the opportunity to me when Charles decided to depart, which was sad. I worked with Charles for a bit. He showed me the ropes, and he's good to work with. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. And what's a typical day look like for you? So we talk about a match day. You know, we've there's a lot of love for you within the team. We feel that every podcast that, you know, everyone is very complimentary of you, saying what a great job you do and how you bring a real banter to the room. But match day, you know, we believe you're here from what, 6 in the morning?
Not quite that early. Definitely thinking about it that time of the morning, but I typically get here about 10 o'clock in the morning, and then that's me. You know, I'm the first here, the last to leave, but I like to get down, hang the lads' kits up, get the fans on for a few hours, you know, set up the tea and coffee stations, hoover and mop the floor, you know, get rid of all the stones that come in. You know, that way you protect the blades, but just general duties, you know, fill the water bottles, that's my favourite job. Sometimes I play a game where I put all the gloves on the table in the middle, do the smell test, you know, just smell the gloves, guess whose they are. So far this season I've got 3 wrong, so I'm doing pretty well. You know, I'm getting used to the smell of gloves.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't leave my kit.
I don't actually smell the gloves, by the way.
Yeah, backtrack that one.
Yeah. No, I like to get here early, so you know, you never know what the lads are gonna need when they get here. How many adjustments or repairs are gonna need on their equipment. So if I'm prepared well in advance, then I've got plenty of time to do any.
Yeah. What's the most last minute, furthest away that you've had this season?
You did my things the other month.
Oh, yes.
My I don't even know what they're called, the things that attach to your ears for your chin strap. Someone read them out. And I've got white ones in. No, I've got white ones in, so that was the very last minute.
To be fair,
Gary's skates. Gary needs his skates doing every week.
yeah, he likes to do that on match day.
Yeah, match day.
Brody, obviously, thankfully he's come back, and we give him his gear on the game day, and I just had to put his visor on, but it didn't go well. You know, just when you can't do something, it was so difficult. And I think it was about 5 minutes before they went on the ice for warm up, and I had to turn to Matty and say, oh, can you give it a go here?
Lefty, Loosey, right?
Honestly, I was there for about an hour trying to put a visor on a helmet. It took 2 minutes and I just couldn't do it. Just could not do it. But that was quite a touch and go.
What about a typical game day for you, Will? Obviously, you got a bit of travel to get here first.
Yeah, I travel like an hour and a half to get here. I've been quite fortunate. My girlfriend lives up here, so that's half an hour. So I tend to cut off a bit of time now. But usual typical game day, I usually get dragged into town for a coffee and a breakfast and shopping and all sorts. And then when I get my way, we're up here, and I like to get here a bit early. You know, have a stretch, have a proper warm up, and then we go for a kickabout with the lads and stuff like that. But I'm not superstitious with what I eat or food like that. I just get whatever I can. Obviously, with the travel, sometimes you take what you get. So whether that be a McDonald's or Subway, whatever. But I try and get a good breakfast in and get up here. Make sure my skates are sharpened and stuff after training. But I'm pretty easy with stuff like that. As long as I'm here 2.5 hours early or 2 hours earlier.
Considering like you're one of the furthest away, you are always one of the first here. Like
yeah, no, I get really tetchy about times. I hate being late anywhere.
Yeah.
Which probably annoys my parents if they come and they're bringing me down on my girlfriend, because it's like, oh, we've got to go, and I'm like, I can't find this, I can't find that. I'm running around the house like a madman.
Turn up to train in your work clothes. And
yeah, like I hate being late anywhere, so I like to get in nice and early, and I know I've got plenty of time. Go see Robin, have a little stretch. You know what I mean? Get myself in that right headspace when I'm here. But before that, it's like whatever I'm doing.
So go on then. If you like to be here nice and early, we know from last season that the Loosey used to be always the last in. I believe he was about a month late at one point. But so who's last in now? Who's took that podium?
I think Jake pushes it a bit. I know Jake's here. He'll arrive and then like pushing a bit. But some of the lads like
Snip cuts it fine, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But the amount that Snip does,
yeah, I just say Snips.
you can
Snips.
let him off for that.
Were you Leeds when Snips forgot to bring his shin pads on Sunday? That was like, so he arrived. I think we'd been on for warm up, come off for warm up, and Snips turns up, and then it's like, oh, I ain't got my shin pads.
Turns immediately like very special.
Yeah, so I think Snips, any of the lads with kids, I think, but you get away with it when you got kids. You know what I mean? Like you got other things more important going on. But no, like most of the lads, whether they're doing their hair or what they're doing, I like to be out. Like when the Zamboni's on, I'm out there ready, fully kitted, ready to go. But I know some lads like to chill in the changing room.
Yeah.
And talking about Leeds, obviously back to winning ways at the weekend.
Yeah, it was. It's a good feeling. It's been a while, which I don't think any of us are happy about. How long it's been since we've won a game. So it's been nice to get a win. It was a good win as well. I mean, we dominated a lot of that game. We moved lines around on Wednesday. Moved lines around, practiced on systems and things like that, just so everyone were refreshed, knew what we were doing. And the new lines seemed to flow really well, seemed to work really well. So I enjoyed it personally, but I hate losing, so I'll enjoy any win, no matter big or small. As long as we win, I'm happy.
So credit to the management team working hard at training to come through and making them adjustments.
Yeah, it was a big turnaround on Wednesday. I think the attitude from like management, coaches, players, everyone was like, this needs to stop. We need to have a turnaround. I think the changes they've made are good. The lads seem to be clicking well. Like that second line that I'm on seems to have clicked really well. First shift, go out, get a goal. It's like, yeah, this is working well. Get your momentum going. And I think we just carried that momentum through like the whole game, so it was good.
I think that's a good thing about this team is like it has been a tough period for the team, but you know there's still been that buzz throughout the team. You know, the lads pick each other up, and you know no one lets each other get down. But you know the fans as well. I think the team's so lucky to have the fans that you know stay positive and keep backing the lads and keep turning up to these games regardless of what's happened the week before, whether it's a tough loss. You know, that still turn out in big numbers and get behind them. So I think we're very lucky to have that.
So we took a big group of fans to Blackburn. I know in that cup game we were down quite a bit, and we still had a massive group of fans turning up. And I think that like the belief system the fans have, like I enjoy it. I come from Sheffield where you don't get many fans. Crowds filled with like parents and grandparents and things like that. And then I had a bit of taste of it at Widnes, and then you come here and it's a step up, like the involvement the fans have and how much love they have for us and the team and the sport is it definitely motivates me going out there.
We get more travelling fans than some of the you know the home teams.
I would say go to
like,
Sheffield and places like that.
Yeah, it's so good.
Leeds we took a few and that was loud.
Yeah.
Well, we expect a big travelling crowd coming from Widnes on Saturday, so yeah, hopefully we can fill it down and double or triple the amount of fans that they've got.
Yeah,
with ours and
got some loud fans at Widnes.
Yeah, hopefully your mates are.
I'm sure I'll get a lot of GF on Saturday, so I can't wait for that.
I've never known a player to get so much GF. What was that sign in Blackburn? And someone was there with cardboard.
Harper, you weasel.
Well, Harper's a weasel. Like that's quality.
Oh, man.
I was tempted to ask for it, like, to take it back.
I was like,
put on the bench. She was
cheering me, and I was like, I'll sign it afterwards. But yeah, it's all good fun, you know what I mean? Like I enjoy it, so it's
yeah, and everything but the bench penalties you get from your equipment manager.
Well, we weren't listen. I didn't hear it. I didn't know what happened. All I had to do was go and kill a 3-on-5 because of it, and he still hasn't apologised.
It was heat of the moment, right? No dogs were harmed, and in hindsight, yeah, I shouldn't have said it, but things happen, you know. We move on. Good win.
I had to want like 3 shots because of you.
Yeah, Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I cheered them. Well, I didn't even know that's what had happened. Like, there was a bit of a kerfuffle and whatever went on. I was like, oh, I thought one of the lads had got on misconduct. So we come back on the bench and found out it was Reece. I was like, oh, great.
I don't think Smith was too happy with it. He had to sit the penalty, but...
Fantastic. Well, hopefully we can take that into the game Saturday. Not the bench penalties and the chirping, but obviously the performance, the change of the tactics, the lines, give the fans a good game to watch, and take that winning momentum on. We want to look on towards the playoffs now. A couple of new lads coming as well. How are they faring up? We've got Logan, Brody. How are they jumping in?
Obviously Brody's played for. Brody's played for ages. He's had a season off.
Yeah. He's finding his feet though, isn't he?
Yeah, I know he said he came straight back in. I think it was Solihull.
Yeah.
And he was saying to me, he's like, I wish I could have had a chance to train beforehand, but whatever happens. And you know what I mean, I'm enjoying he's been put on centre on my line. And on we played Saturday, didn't we? It's weird playing Saturday instead of Sunday. We played Saturday, and it was like so easy to find him. The guy seems to find space really nicely. So as a D man, like you turn, you get your head up, and it's like you can hear him shouting for the puck. So it makes my job easier when someone's like that. And Logan's playing great. He's only a young kid. I'm saying that like I'm 30, I'm 22, but no, he's playing great. He's played a few games for us now, so that confidence is always going to build. But I think he's good. He's like 6 foot odd. He's
so tall.
So tall. So he's only going to progress. You know what I mean? And playing in some games, and this league is very competitive. So I think he's only going to get like better and better as the weeks go on.
I was stood next to him, I turned to talk to him, and I just kept looking up.
Yeah, you just like...
Where is he?
It's like, well done, Logan. Up there.
How tall are you? A couple of tall lads on the team.
No.
Yeah, we went and watched
MJ.
6'5".
So I'll have to fact check that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's when he stood on his plate.
He's got
Different story.
Got platforms in the bottom of his boots, making him a bit taller.
That's when he's on Ross.
And obviously the Ducks played at the weekend, and Jace Gledhill MVP.
I see you got a shot.
Shutout that was.
I come down and watched. I think he was fantastic. I put a message in the fans page after the game to say like, the transformation of that team from the start of the season to now is, like I say, is big credit to all like the players and the staff, management. I think they've done such a good job with that team.
Yeah, well, it seems to be really successful. I mean, we've got Henry, Phillips, we've got Dan. Like I say, Jace has had the opportunity to go and get more game time, which I really think is benefited him.
Cody.
Chaos Cody, and it's given him that opportunity, isn't it? It's given him that platform to play week in, week out, and they've really been really well for us when they've come on the ice, stepped up for the Dragons. So it's good to see.
I think like Cody and Dan, they're playing on a line a lot of the time, whether that's with MJ in the middle or Snape, someone a bit more senior who's been playing a bit longer. But those lads are just working, the maturity and how they're playing, how they see the game is really good.
The confidence is just coming leaps and bounds.
I think the Ducks is doing such a good job. I think was it Wednesday when we trained? We had a few of the Ducks on. That was really good. You know what I mean? Gives them an opportunity to train with us, and it pushes us. Because I remember being in like the Division 2 or the B League or whatever like that, and if you get an opportunity to train up, you wanting to push, you wanting to make your mark, and you're pushing those players probably more than they're pushing us probably more than what we'd want to, and you know what I mean. I think it helps push us when they're on, and it's always good to give them an opportunity, and I think it's great. It's a great system that's going now with the Ducks and the Dragons.
One of them even left a good hit on Ross on training. So
that
was quite funny to see.
Stuff like that though, it's like, it brings a extra level to the training. I think it's great.
And have you seen Reece on the ice? Have you seen him play?
You know what? No. And it is.
Haven't you?
No, it's a tragedy. I have never
No,
seen
it's
you
No
play.
way.
What, his playing's a tragedy, or it's a tragedy you haven't seen him?
Well, you know what? I think Reece would be mint on the rink. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I'm quick.
Honestly,
I'm so
I
quick.
mean, if you've been watching me, then you'd be rapping, mate.
Nah, you gotta keep that penalty.
You've been watching me too much. Then. That's
Just
what's
giving
been
the
happening.
lads the penalty kill practice.
You definitely get that.
Chris does his own penalties.
We were doing a penalty kill drill in training the other day. I was like, that needs to be
Straight in the box.
Just improve the box, that is it, yeah.
Got yourself in your own little cushion. I'll have to come down and watch that. I haven't even had a chance to watch the Ducks or anything like that. We're living so far away. It's like you don't get to come down as much and stuff like that. So, but it'd be nice to come watch at some point.
Nah, you wanna come watch the Reapers, like
Yeah,
definitely.
100%.
Reapers.
Learn a few things.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
100%.
Look, you need any like tips?
Hey,
or
listen,
anything,
mate.
give us a shout.
I need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
Seen my shooting recently.
Yeah.
So we heard on the
Glassing out.
We heard on the last episode that Bacon's been sacked from the DJing in the changing rooms, and it's MJ now. How's that transition been for you?
He was hard done, Bacon. He was hard done. It's a nice chilled vibe when he's in there.
Yeah. Honestly, it feels like you're in a nightclub sometimes with the music that's going on. It's a bit wild, but I tune it all out anyway. You know what I mean? I get in my own headspace when I'm there. But I'm sure they're playing really good tunes.
I'm too busy watching people get changed into their sweats.
So MJ's tunes can be a bit wild. You've got to tell us then what's in your top 5.
I'll let you go first. You can lead. This
Well,
one's mine's terrible. Mine's
As you
terrible.
two know, I'm the changing room DJ for the Reapers. What did we have on last night? Tina Turner,
Rolling, yeah.
the Venga Boys. I like the Vamps.
Do you do it in Pop World?
Yeah,
Yeah, is that what you've been in Pop World this whole time?
yeah, I like the Vamps. I'll just put anything on.
Yeah, we know.
You've got to read your crowd, haven't you?
No, you
all,
don't.
all the lads sat there with headphones in. Great music, Reece.
What about you, Will?
Oh, mine's terrible. Mine goes from like a lot of indie stuff, so Ratings, The K's, Arctic Monkeys, stuff like that, all the way until we get some of that stuff. We get country music a lot, so Zach Bryan, Luke Combs, even Noah Khan, but literally anything. I've grown up with a lot of like rock, like AC/DC, things like that from my dad. But no, I've sort of into country music and all your indie tunes at the minute. But I don't know how well that'd go down with some sad country songs on in the changing room before the game. Really get the boys
Before a
going.
big game, like
Yeah. I'm zen now, mate. I'm all calm and collected. There's nothing really going on up there, to be fair, when I'm out there. Like I said, just a lot of country music. Try and keep myself as mellow as possible, because as soon as I get the lid on, I'm out on the rink. I used to be a lot worse, so trying to keep myself as mellow as possible. I know you guys can't imagine how much worse it could have been, but it was a lot worse.
Yeah, during stoppages, I mean, we told the story about Monkey. Obviously played for the Dragons last season, playing in place of the Ducks. I believe he took a penalty for singing to his stick as a microphone during the
I don't know about this.
I don't recall how
It's a little game.
Insider information, right?
But yeah, Jordan, so obviously the rink DJ, any of the songs stand out for you?
Like I said, I'm zoned in when I'm on I hear the crowd a bit, but I'm just focused on what's going on. I don't really hear too much. You probably know. I think I've seen you dancing on the bench a bit.
Alright, that's to be own tunes.
No, I think we got some good music out on there. Like, I know there's been some rinks and there's some questionable tunes when we're out there.
Yeah, none really stand out for me. I don't really pay attention to the
Yeah,
music.
yeah. I don't think there's much going on up here, to be fair. When we're out there, sharing one brain cell between us both.
And talking about the bench then, so obviously we all know Matty's Cobden's reputation for his polite words to the referees, but
Don't know what you mean.
who's,
Don't know what you mean. He's quiet as a mouse. Never heard him.
who's the worst for chirping the other players on the bench?
Don't you dare look at me. I am.
Oh, I'd probably actually say Matty.
Yeah, man. I've right, when I was in juniors, I had a coach, Jeff Colton, and I thought he was like mental, like water bottles at the ceiling, all sorts. But Matty comes out with some very funny things. But yeah, the guy just loves the game. He's just so passionate. I think that bleeds onto the boys. Like, I think if you've got coaches that are that passionate about winning and competing, and it's always good. Bacon comes out with some funny stuff.
Bacon's just so random.
Yeah, he comes out with
so
some
random.
Yeah, Bacon comes out with some funny stuff sometimes. But no, I don't really hear up the forward side too often, so Bakes is probably the one for me.
My first game for the Dragons was when Billingham at home, Snip took that big hit. Well, dirty hit. And I was new to the team, so I didn't really know the lads. And next thing I know, I just had a leg come over my shoulder onto the bench. And Matty's just shouting stuff at these players. It's so funny. I looked up and I tried not to get too close, otherwise it might have hit me in the face. But yeah, no, he's funny. There are a few funny things said off the bench.
Yeah. No, I think we keep it fairly polite.
I
Like, it's
think
all
we're
in
nice
good. It's all in good jest. You know what I mean? Like, I think most benchers and coaches give it to players and things like that. Like, but I think if you take it in the right way and you give it out in the right way, it's all part of the game.
If you can't take it, don't give it, innit?
Yeah.
Well, we always get the pleasure. We sit quite close to Mark Lovell's dad, Barry.
Okay.
Do you ever hear him from the ice?
Everyone else does.
Nah, you just hear like
You just
Jared's missus.
yeah.
She's so weird.
Got my lass shouting, get
Yeah,
off all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I'm older someone and our lass is going, get off him. Like,
That's probably who gives it the most.
I know.
The wags.
Oh yeah, the girlfriends love it. But no, it's like I said, you can hear sometimes some people come like are louder than some of the crowd. But you can hear some funny things. A lot of the time, like shouting at refs' calls, and you're like, that was. Yeah, I did elbow him in the face or something like that. Yeah, I deserve that one, but cheers for supporting me on that one. I protested just as much.
And we speak a lot about the junior section as well, for Dragons, the way that Snip's built it up. What sort of advice would you give to these kids looking up to you guys, and obviously you want to be equipment managers, Reece?
The advice I'd give is just make sure that the water temperature make sure it's that right temperature for when they're drinking it. You know, it might not be the right temperature now, but you got to think in an hour's time when they're actually, you know,
It's been a big learning curve, that, hasn't it? You know what I mean?
Like yeah, and like all the tape, make sure it's all laid out nicely. Now, I don't know. I wish I played as a kid, but I think you've just got to throw yourself into it. I think same with anything, just do it, innit?
Yeah, man, just Nike advert over here. Just do it.
Just get stuck in.
What about you, Will?
Don't watch how I play. Do the exact opposite.
Listen to Snip.
Yeah. Listen to Snip and do exactly as he says. And yeah. But no, I think like like I said, I'm not around here as much. Like I used to coach a lot at like roller hockey in Sheffield. I really enjoyed that. So it'd be nice if I could get up here, and that's the plan. Hopefully to move up here. Hopefully get involved in some of the junior stuff. But Snips is so good. Like the experience and the knowledge he's got.
So
like just listen to Snips, like, and just I think work ethic, and being a smart hockey player. Like kids now. Like you see kids and they're just watching like highlight reels or NHLs. I think as long as you play smart hockey and you work hard, you're gonna make it far. Especially in English ice hockey, you're gonna make it very far. But just work ethic, like obviously they've got school and things like that. And training, I remember training late nights in juniors and things like that. Like you getting back at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning for conference and things like that. But no, just work ethic, just keep working hard, never giving up on a puck or a battle in the corner, and just see where you go from there, innit? Like,
work as hard as Hadjek and play as proud as Snip.
Yeah, work as hard as Hadj.
It probably won't go as far wrong, really.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I'll tell you what I've just took from that. Will has just acknowledged that we're up. We're not down from where you're from, we're up.
Oh, I just said that. Oh,
he's moving up here.
Oh God,
Us Southerners here.
Listen, you're all.
Yeah, call the Southerners.
Well, you're south compared. I'm from Barnsley, so you're south compared to me. Barnsley. Barnsley.
We'll not argue geography on the podcast.
Up road to Barnsley.
Okay, so we'll lead on to our favourite question. So we're going to start one.
Yeah.
We're going to bench one, and you're going to drop one. So who's first player on your team sheet? Who are you dropping out of the team? And who are you dropping Guthrie?
That's ruthless. That.
It's not an ability, by the way. It's just
Not an ability.
Just like who I like the most. Who's my mate?
You've got to give us a good reason why, but who are you starting? Go on, Will. First player on your team sheet.
First player. Oh, do it, yeah. I think Hadj has got to be the first player. Yeah, I'm taking you guys.
I think you'll say
for that. Yeah.
Hadj.
Just a workhorse. Like it was on my line on Saturday, and it was like the guy just works. Like so, I think you've got to have Hadj started.
Reese.
You can say the same, bro. It's fine.
You should be saying you. You're sitting next to him. His idol.
He's the drop one. Do you know what? I'm starting Jared. I think I'm starting Jared.
So it is.
I love him. Love him. Nah,
Is that just because you don't want to drop him?
Yeah, I'm scared of him. No, he's the one that just gives 100% whenever he's on the ice. Yeah, you know, he's more equipped than I am as well.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Jared is coming for your job.
Yeah, he comes with his bag, and honestly.
Yeah, I'd say you can't drop Jared, can you, with like the deep heat and the and everything he's got in that bag.
Paracetamol. No, yeah, I'm starting Jared.
Okay, who are you dropping out the team?
Will Harper.
Wow! Reese. Messed up my water temperature in my bottle the other week, so get Reese.
H2 levels down.
No, that's a hard one. MJ for having too much ice time.
Big up Scott.
You know what I mean? MJ took my power play spot, so gonna get that one back. No, stick with your guns, man. Say me.
No,
you said it now.
It's Ryan.
That's
Ryan.
horrible. That.
We'll
I can't believe you gave it to Ryan.
Right. Drop it, Ryan.
That's horrible.
Okay, and who do you fancy yourself against? Who are you fighting?
Yeah. Will Harper, because he just starts it and skates off.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, I do. So what?
Will?
I don't know. Have we got some? Reckon fancy chances with Jared?
Yeah. Not a chance.
Not a chance. Matty Compton, I'd have him any day. I'd just get on ice, can't get me, can I? No, I don't know. We got some.
He'd catch you before you got the ice.
Listen, I'm quick.
Them hands, once he's got hold of you, them hands come down sleeping.
I don't. We've got some pretty big lads.
I like to have a bit of a wrestle with Billy before training.
Yeah,
That's become
I reckon. Well, I was number 11, so I reckon me and Billy go at it for the number 11. I'll take that. Get cage rage in the changing room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got big bare hands up.
Yeah, but his hair will get wet.
No. he drops his heart in then. Doesn't like it.
I do Billy for the number 11. Like, go back to my roots, have number 11.
There you go. We'll propose that to Sean and see what he says. So yeah, well, I think that's been a good insight to the life of Reece and Will.
Scratching the surface, that
Yeah.
innit?
There you go. So yeah, thanks for your time.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, boys.
Like I say, witness local derby Saturday. So
Can't wait.
hopefully to see you all there and bring the crown, but make the noise.
I'll be supporting from Oslo. Can't wait.
Part-timer. Part-time, you know. I can't get staff these days, can you?
Can't test the waters over there.
And I mean, bring us back some mountain water from Oslo.
Yeah.
Great.
All right,
Cheers,
thanks,
lads.
Sandy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.